今日のおやつは I'm home. Oh, Hamutaro is here.
Hi! What were you singing?
It's a commercial song for a local sweets company. I used to see it on TV when I was a kid. Today, I bought Northman, which is a product of Sensyuan. I also bought many other things. Let's then eat together.
Yay!
This time, I bought 2 kinds of Northman. This is a normal one. The moist dough contains red bean paste with a gentle sweetness. When I was a child, my relatives bought and brought me a Northman during Autumn and New Year holidays. It was a special treat for me.
It's the taste of nostalgia. You never forget what you liked as a child.
Yes, now that I'm an adult, I can eat as much of it as I want. The other is sakura flavored, which is sold for a limited time.
It's cherry-colored.
It contains real cherry blossom leaves.
Wow, it smells good!
The Northman's package has recently been reworked.
The new ones are easier to recognize.
That's right. But I still like the previous one because it's more familiar to me.
Hey, I heard that even though famous sweets are popular as souvenirs, locals don't eat them very often.
Maybe you're right about that. Although it is well known, I think there are many sweets that local people do not eat on a daily basis. But the sweets I will be introducing are good for souvenirs and are also loved by locals. You can buy these around the city and also at the airport, so be sure to check them out.
Okay, let's get the ball rolling. Hamutaro loves to talk about food.
By the way, the song I was singing earlier is a commercial song for a company named Sensyuan, which sells my favorite Northman, a long-established company headquartered in Sapporo. I haven't eaten it yet, but last year they launched a new product on the 100th anniversary of their founding. This one, paridora.
Wow, looks delicious.
It is a Western-style dorayaki with mochi, red bean paste, and fresh cream sandwiched between the fluffy dough.
Didn't you buy it today?
It's always sold out in the evening. It was also sold out today.
That's a pity.
Next is Kitakaro. Kitakaro is a company headquartered in Sunagawa, Hokkaido. Balm Kitchen, a type of moist cake named Fairy Forest, is famous and is called the best moist balm kitchen in Japan. All raw materials such as wheat, cream, eggs, and water are from Hokkaido. There is also a service that puts a message on the balm kitchen.
Sounds great. I want to put this message on my birthday. Piko-chan, the cutest in the world, please live to be 100 years old.
Well, I will consider it. Kitakaro is famous for balm kitchen, but I also recommend okaki. Okaki is fried and seasoned mochi. It may look ordinary, but when I gave it to people from outside of Hokkaido as souvenirs, they praise it with rave reviews, saying, "Once I start eating, I can't stop eating it." There are 10 flavors. Some of them are shrimp, crab, and scallops. Kitakaro is also famous for its branding building. The store in Sapporo is a historical library that was built about 100 years ago. It is a majestic building renovated by a world-renowned architect.
Cool.
Next,
What are these?
this is ohagi, a sticky rice cake coated in mashed sweet beans. It was made by a company named Sazae.
That's also a commercial jingle, right?
Yes, it's a product of a company with its head office in Sapporo, which has been in business for 65 years. I bought a normal one and a sakura one today.
Oh, a cherry blossom is on it.
The company was originally started as a restaurant. Those days, the ohagi that was served as a snack for the employees became popular for being delicious and employee special. When they tried selling ohagi to customers, it sold out in no time and became very popular. The simple ingredients to make it are only azuki beans, sugar, and salt. It was such a familiar taste that it quickly became popular with the masses.
By the way, it's a company with a strange name.
The company name Sazae comes from the national anime Sazae-san. I heard it used to be a sponsor of the show. Now they sell bento boxes and rice balls, as well as Japanese sweets such as dumplings and oyaki. There are many shops in Hokkaido, and it is popular with locals. Oops, before I forget. It's true that locals eat it often, but it doesn't last long as a souvenir, sorry.
By the way, the ROYCE chocolate I ate the other day was also delicious.
Oh, it's Nama chocolate. ROYCE Nama chocolate is a flagship product. The taste is rich and smooth. This time I bought the sakura fromage flavor.
Again? You love cherry blossoms so much.
I can only buy them this season, so I impulsively buy them when I can. Rich cheese is mixed with white chocolate.
It also has your gentle cherry blossom scent.
Exactly. Hamutaro is a gourmet specialist.
Of course. Hey, how has this project become so soft? Such a texture.
It because the chocolate is kneaded with fresh cream and liquor. It is one of the standard souvenirs for people outside of Hokkaido. ROYCE's production base's chocolate factory is located in Tobitsu Town, near Sapporo City. It is located in the quiet area surrounded by fields and the countryside. Last year, ROYCE Town Station was built near this chocolate factory. There is also a garden where more than 100 kinds of roses and other flowers bloom gorgeously in the summer.
Looking at beautiful roses while eating delicious sweets. Ah, the romance of it all. How wonderful!
ROYCE has many products. There are also many products that are available for limited time only. Among them, I would especially like to recommend potato chip chocolate. I call it a David Sweets.
David Sweets?
Exactly. Sweet chocolate is coated onto salty potato chips. That's why you can eat forever without getting tired of it.
This is a food you should never eat when trying to lose weight. Too dangerous!
Although ROYCE has been in business for about 14 years, it is actually a global company. They have stores in many countries, such as Singapore, China, Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, Indonesia, the USA, Canada, and Saudi Arabia.
Wow! It's a much bigger company than I expected.
And the last one to introduce is... Let's sing. Are you ready?
Hana, 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 花咲く六花亭.
Yes, that's Rokkatei.
It's a company that deserved to be saved as the best for last. No objection.
A super famous confectionery company with its headquarters in Obihiro, Hokkaido, which has been in business for about 19 years. It is known for producing Japan's first white chocolate. Rokkatei's Rokka means a snowflake shape, and the company has a strong love for the local community. The company name has a wish to become a sweet company that represents Hokkaido.
It became a company that lives up to its name.
The policy is to make sweets that local people eat on a daily basis. The signboard product is Marse Butter Sando. Biscuits are sandwiched between white chocolate and raisin butter. If you give it as a souvenir, it will be 100% appreciated. Other long-selling sweets are Hitotsunabe and Taiheigen. Shimotadaki was created with the image of the first frost, and Itsuka Kitamichi comes from a poem written by a poet named Hakushu Kitahara about the scenery of Hokkaido when he traveled in his later years. Yukiya Konko seems to be made with the image of snow falling from the winter night sky.
How poetic! It's more art than sweets. What beautiful sweets!
Well, I bought the strawberry chocolate today. It is freeze-dried strawberry and then coated with chocolate.
You made a good choice.
There are a big version and a small version. Today I bought a small one. The sour taste of strawberries and the sweetness of chocolate go well together. Unlike ROYCE, Rokkatei does not have a store outside of Hokkaido, let alone overseas. There is an added value of exclusivity, that is, it is only found in Hokkaido. They are also devising ways to make it easier for employees to work. There is no overtime work, and the paid vacation utilization rate is 100%. Welfare programs, such as paid classes for improving the workers' English proficiency, and incentivized trips are available. I heard that all employees, including part-timers, report to the company's president about all their work improvement proposals and also about customers' opinions.
Wow, that sounds great!
Also, the packaging of Rokkatei is instantly recognizable. I often see tourists working with this packaging. Many Hokkaido plants are included in the design.
I love this design!
Rokkatei is very particular about the safety of the raw materials they use. The expiration date is short because it does not contain food additives. I advise that when you buy souvenirs, check the expiration date. There are more companies and sweets I want to introduce. We ate too much oddly though.
I can't eat anymore. It's enough for me. By the way, why did you choose this theme today?
Of course, I'd like to introduce delicious sweets from Hokkaido.
Really? Are you honest about that? Tell me your true intention.
Well, because I can eat a lot of sweets for this video as an excuse.
As I predicted. So predictable.
The products I've introduced this time can be purchased not only at the branches of each company, but also in many supermarkets that we use every day. The prices for tourists are good, but I think it's good to go where the locals buy sweets.
The pandemic has calmed down, and the number of tourists has sharply increased.
Yes. Finally, let me tell you what I think about the recent tourism situation. It's just my personal opinion. Now that trains and stations are full of travelers from overseas,
It is a good situation. I hope they have fun.
I hope so too. However, I feel a little uncomfortable.
What about?
Well, the other day, I dropped by a ramen shop in central Sapporo. Everyone but me seems to be tourists from overseas, and I could not hear Japanese being spoken at all at the shop.
It must have felt like you were abroad, even though you are in Sapporo.
Exactly. But it's not a big deal to me. I actually like English. I have an English channel. Looking at Japan's current state of tourism, I feel that too many tourists depend on convenient technology, and it hinders their interaction with the locals. Menus are written in English, Chinese, and Korean, especially in places with a lot of tourists. In addition, the touch panels are displayed in foreign languages so that tourists do not have to use Japanese. Above all, many travelers were using their smartphone apps to translate Japanese signs.
That's very convenient, isn't it?
Yes, but with this, they don't have to communicate with the locals. I feel like missing the opportunity to experience our country. As the number of tourists increases so much nationwide, it so happens that the restaurants that locals often go to are too crowded and we cannot even find a spot. Or the train seats that used to be comfortable no longer feel that way. I used to be able to get in without a reservation at my favorite conveyor belt sushi restaurant, but now I either have to make a reservation in advance or wait in line for about 2 hours. It has affected the daily lives of the locals little by little.
I heard that some island wants to limit the number of visitors to protect the natural environment and wild animals.
Why the Japanese government made a policy to accept more tourists from overseas to offset the pandemic's economic damage to our country. Perhaps when you visit Japan now, everywhere you go would be too crowded with other tourists, and you couldn't even hear Japanese being spoken around.
What can I say? This is difficult to talk about. It would be best if there are local friends in the place. Have your friend show you around. It's more interesting to actually go about a local supermarket. You'd find more goodies there.
This is just ideal, of course. Honestly, I'm worried that tourists who have come all the way would be disappointed because there are too many other tourists. Anyway, knowing the situation, I hope you enjoy your stay with us.